guys, welcome to the Master Passive Income Coaching Sessions. My name is Dustin Heiner, and I'm here to help you learn how to quit that JOB and never work that JOB, that just over broke job again. Now, these are the Master Passive Income Coaching Sessions where I'm going to be teaching you specific topics on top of the normal podcast. I want to just give you as much information so you can be successful in your real estate investing. Okay, now let's jump into today's session and see what we're going to learn about today. Is it better to rent or to buy a house? Well, I'm going to give you the easy answer is yes. It's better to do either one. Now, the reason why I said, before we turn off this video, the reason why I say that, it really depends on your goals. Now, I'm a real estate investor. I invest in real estate rental properties, and I want to show you how to do that. And I'm going to talk you through, and I get this question all the time from my students who say, well, I am actually renting a house. Should I buy a house right now and live in it before I buy a house to invest in? Or should I just buy a house to live in instead of renting? I'm going to give you guys some great coaching right now because this is some insights that most people aren't talking about, and I want to show you how to do this. Now, what you're going to be doing is you're looking at your ability to actually buy a house and the thought of even renting it out. And I'll even give you a good pro tip. A great way to actually start doing both at the same time is house hacking. So the pro tip is house hacking to actually get paid where you live. Now, house hacking is buying a duplex. Buying duplex, you live in one and rent out the other. I have a whole video on exactly how to do that. Check the description below. In the description, I'll show you my whole entire video of how to do house hacking, how to do it right, how to make sure you're protected, and all that sort of stuff. Somebody else will pay you rent to live in the second unit while you live in the other unit, and you are not going to be worrying about your mortgage because your tenant is paying you rent. Now, hey guys, my name is Dustin Heiner with Master Passive Income, and I show people how to quit that JOB, that just over broke job, by investing in real estate rental properties so they never ever have to work a job again. Now, I want to show you how to do that too. Now, what we're going to be looking at, should I buy a house or should I rent? Now, again, remember, it's about your goals. What are your goals? If your goal is just not pay rent, then definitely buy a house. But here's what I'm going to tell you. What I would probably do if I were in your shoes and I was currently renting and thinking about buying a house, but I also want to invest. Like I said, house hacking is a fantastic way to actually do it. But here's another great thing. If you did this is the process that I would do. If I didn't buy a duplex, didn't house hack, what I would actually do is I would buy a house for myself to live in with an FHA loan. That's a Federal Housing Administration loan. I would buy it with a 3.5% down. That's the beauty of the FHA loan. You pay 3.5% down. If you're buying a $100,000 house and you're using an FHA loan, a Federal Housing Administration loan, you're looking to put 3.5% down. That's $3,500 in down payment. That's so low. That's so very little. What I would then do is I would move out of my rental that I'm currently renting. You know, I am an apartment or whatever. I would move into that house and live in there as my primary residence. At the same time, saving to buy another property, and I'm living in my own house. I'm paying my mortgage. I'm not renting to somebody else. But then this is the trick. This is what I would do. I would refinance this property out of the FHA into a regular conventional loan. Now, the FHA is a fantastic way to buy a property at 3.5% down, but you have to live in there a year, and you can only have one of those FHA loans on your, Social Security number or on your credit at one time. Here's the tip that I will give you that you'll just love this. What you want to do, refinance, pull it out of that FHA loan, put it into a conventional loan. That conventional loan will now free you up to buy another house as an FHA loan. Now get this, you have one property, not under conventional or not in the FHA loan, it's now conventional. You have a slot to buy another home that's an FHA loan. Now what you're going to do is you're then going to buy a second house. You're going to buy a second house. And when in buying that second house, what you're actually going to do is you are going to move into that house because you're buying with an FHA loan, which requires you to live in there a year. You have your first house. Do not sell it. Do not sell it. You actually want to rent out that first house to somebody else. So let's say they're going to be paying you $1,200 a month. Your mortgage is $800, maybe $650, $700, somewhere around there. You're going to be making $250 a month in passive income. Well, you then take that money, apply it to your second property that you're now living in to help you pay for that rent. And then you have one conventional loan for one property making you money. You have the house that you're currently living in with an FHA loan. That is your primary residence. Then you refinance that, pull that out of the FHA loan. put it into another conventional loan. If it's in another conventional loan, you have that slot of an FHA opened back up. Isn't that phenomenal? So you can now buy a third house with an FHA loan that's only 3.5% down. Just imagine the ability to just go from property to property to property. And if it was a duplex, you have a duplex, 2 units, duplex, 2 units, duplex, 2 units. It's amazing. So when any of my students ask me, well, should I rent or should I buy? Because I really want to start investing. Should I invest now? But this is the route that I would go, is I would do literally that whole process I just talked about. Now, here's another thought. If you do not have the ability to buy an FHA house and you want to start investing, here's a big thought. I can show you if you're going to be investing, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel because I'm giving out so much great content on how to actually invest in real estate. That's all I love talking about this. So you'll get that. I just love all these videos are about investing and making sure that you can make money every single month. And check in the description for my free real estate investing course. It's masterpassiveincome.com/free course. So subscribe to my channel, get my free course where I'll show you how to do all this stuff. Now, what you're going to do is if you're renting an apartment or a house, stay there. That's totally fine. The reason why is you're paying a decent, it's fairly low compared to what you can buy. Now, this is what you're going to do. You're going to continue to rent out your apartment or your house. Continue doing that. Don't worry about buying another house. What you then would do is then obviously get my free course so I can actually show you how to actually invest out of state and buy the right properties and make you money. But instead of buying a house, stay in that rental property and buy an investment property. If you buy an investment property that makes you $250 or more, your income just increased by $250 a month in passive income. Your income for the entire year increased by $3,000. So let's say you're renting and you have a rental property making you $3,000 a year. Well, your income just went up by $3,000 a year. You look better as somebody that can borrow money from a bank to buy a house to actually live in. So what I would personally do is either the first option where I go from FHA to FHA, duplex, and all that sort of stuff, or I would literally buy another house. I would buy a house that makes me $250 a month in passive income and then buy another house that I would then eventually move into. See, what happens is that passive income just keeps growing. It keeps rolling over and over and over again. And so when you're thinking about should you rent or should you buy, you have options. You could either, yes, you can, rent and continue to rent and buy an investment, or you can buy a house for you to live in. There's so many different options. I want to show you how to do this. Remember, don't forget my free course. Definitely get that and subscribe to my channel. I so want to get you so much great insights on how to invest in real estate and to do it right. All right, guys, we'll see you.